Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 13, Kshetra-Kshetragna Vibhaga Yoga, or the Yoga of the distinction between the field and the knower of the field. In the serene dialogue between the eternal soul and the warrior prince, Krishna unveils the mysteries of existence in the 13th chapter, Kshetra-Kshetragna Vibhaga Yoga, the yoga of the field and its knower. Here the body is likened to a fertile field teeming with potential, while the soul, the knower of this field, observes and experiences. Krishna, the divine charioteer, speaks of the eternal dance between the transient and the eternal, the seen and the unseen. In poetic cadence, he describes the essence of true knowledge, embracing humility, patience, and a heart free of ego's chains. He beckons Arjuna to discern the eternal self, untouched by time, to see the same luminous soul within all beings and attain liberation. This chapter is a hymn to the timeless wisdom that transcends mere existence, a guide to understanding the imperishable amidst the perishable, and a call to recognize the divine unity that pervades all creation, leading the seeker to the ultimate truth and eternal freedom. Verse 1. Krishna, Arjuna, this body is known as the field, Kshetra, and the one who knows this body is called the knower of the field, Kshetrajna. Verse 2. Krishna, I am the knower of all fields in all bodies, Arjuna. Understanding this difference between the field and the knower is true wisdom. Verse 3. Krishna, listen carefully and I will explain what the field is, what it is like, what its transformations are, and from where it comes. I will also explain who the knower of the field is and what his powers are. Verse 4. Krishna, this knowledge has been described by sages in many ways. It is sung in various Vedic hymns and explained through profound philosophical texts. Verse 5. Krishna, the great elements, ego, intellect, the unmanifested, the 10 senses, the mind, and the 5 objects of the senses form the field. Verse 6. Krishna, desire, aversion, pleasure, pain, the physical body, consciousness and firmness are also parts of the field. Verse 7. Krishna, I will now describe true knowledge, which is the means to attain self-realization. Humility, non-violence, patience, honesty, and service to the teacher are essential qualities. Verse 8. Krishna, purity, steadfastness, self-control, detachment from sensory pleasures, absence of ego, and appreciation of the ephemeral nature of life are part of true knowledge. Verse 9. Krishna, detachment from home, family, and possessions, and a steady mind fixed on the ultimate truth are signs of true knowledge. Verse 10. Krishna, constant search for self-knowledge, understanding the difference between the self and non-self, and seeing the same self in all beings are important aspects of true knowledge. Verse 11. Krishna, these qualities together form true knowledge, and anything contrary to them is ignorance. Verse 12. Krishna, now I will explain the nature of the knower of the field. Knowing this will bring you to the ultimate truth. Verse 13. Krishna, the knower of the field is eternal and omnipresent. It is not affected by the physical changes of the body. Verse 14. Krishna, the knower is the source of consciousness in all beings, illuminating everything, just like the sun illuminates the world. Verse 15. Krishna, it is beyond sensory perception, yet it is the source of all experiences. It is present everywhere and in everything. Verse 16. Krishna, it is without beginning or end, indestructible, and remains unchanged despite the changes in the body. Verse 17. Krishna, it is beyond attributes and qualities, yet it supports all attributes and qualities. Verse 18. Krishna, it pervades everything, but nothing pervades it. It is the ultimate essence of all existence. Verse 19. Krishna, understanding the distinction between the field and the knower of the field is the essence of wisdom and leads to liberation. Verse 20. Krishna, the field undergoes changes, but the knower of the field remains constant and unchanging. Verse 21. Krishna, the body, field, performs actions, but the soul, knower, experiences the results of these actions. Verse 22. Krishna, the soul is eternal and unaffected by the actions of the body. Recognizing this distinction is key to attaining liberation. Verse 23. Krishna, those who understand this difference and see the same soul in all beings attain true knowledge and wisdom. Verse 24. Krishna, various paths such as meditation, contemplation, and knowledge lead to the realization of the self. Verse 25. Krishna, Recognizing the unity of the field and the knower is essential for spiritual growth and enlightenment. Verse 26. Krishna, all beings arise from the union of the field and the knower. Understanding this unity helps in spiritual development. Verse 27. Krishna, one who sees the same soul in all beings and understands the difference between the field and the knower, transcends the cycle of birth and death. Verse 28. Krishna, the soul, though present in all beings, remains unaffected by the physical changes of the body. It is eternal and unchanging. Verse 29. Krishna, the soul is beyond the attributes of the body. It is like space, which remains unchanged despite the changes within it. Verse 30. Krishna, the soul is unaffected by the actions of the body. It is eternal, omnipresent, and unchanging. Verse 31. Krishna, those who possess the knowledge of the field and the knower of the field see beyond appearances and attain the ultimate truth and liberation. Verse 32. Krishna, the soul is eternal and indestructible. It is beyond sensory perception and remains unchanged despite the changes in the body. Verse 33. Krishna, it is the source of all consciousness and illuminates everything, just like the sun illuminates the world. Verse 34. Krishna, understanding the difference between the field and the knower leads to true wisdom and liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Verse 35. Krishna, those who have the knowledge of the field and the knower of the field can see beyond mere appearances and attain the ultimate truth and liberation.